Alphonse, hey. You guys are getting the uncut raw version of me today. No makeup, no jewelry. How are you, Alphonse? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I take it you can hear me then. Loud and clear. All right, that's what I like to hear. So were you here last night to find out? I don't remember if you were on last night. I don't think you were, but I'm not sure. To hear I'm having a granddaughter. Guided by my peeps. Hi, welcome in. Y'all getting the uncut version of me today. I didn't put no makeup on. I didn't do no jewelry, no nothing. I did wood for dad today. I moved his wood pile so that when he gets new wood, thank you, Alphonse. When he gets new wood in, he's got room to put it. And I got bit trying to get his one dog used to being around people. She's coming around, but she bit the hell out of me. Why does that say upcoming? It should already load it. How are you all? Now I'm hot. Okay. I think I'm ready. How are you guys doing? Okay, got it by my peeps. You go do what you gotta do, honey. Okay. Sounds good. Walker Street. I moved Dad's whole wood pile for him. I mean, I got more to do, but I moved it back up under the the porch thing that he's got so he can have his other load come in. He has room for it. And was working with a dog that bit the hell out of me today because she's not used to being around people. Welcome in, Walker Street. Welcome in, KWMT 247. How are you all today? Yep, I'm a cougar. Can't help it. That age thing catches up with you. I mean, I got 5 kids and another grandchild on the way, so. I'm trying to decide which one of these are better to freaking look off of. Yep, I got 7 grandkids and 1 on the way, so. Santiago Belmers K50. Hola, welcome in. No comprende. I know a little bit, but not much. What was Puma? No comprende. Oh, up there. Come on now. There we go. Okay. See you later. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Bonita? Dia? Okay. Bonita. I don't know how to say that. Mexican? Mexicano. Clear energy, bring in new energy. Okay, guys. We're gonna see how they feel about you. So Aries, how does your person feel about you? Thank you. Hola. Hello. Aries. 2 more. 2 more. No. 2. Thank you. Okay. Call those from the pure white divine light only. Only those from the pure white divine light are welcome. Still, please. Is this card supposed to be in the reverse? No. 1 more. You gotta fall. No. 1. 1. One more for Aries. How does their person feel about them? You didn't fall. You have to fall. Or flip. One card. Thank you. Okay. So, first of all, you have the Star card. So, they see you healing. They see that you're getting your wish fulfillment, that stars are aligning for you. They see that you have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge that you can pour out. You've been through a lot, so that's left you with a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge. But you're healing through this. You're making it through this. This girl has no clothes on, so they also see that you're opening up more and you're becoming more vulnerable to the situation or to things in general. Okay. They see you as the Queen of Swords. Like, you're not taking anything. You're not taking no bullshit. Divine 7727, welcome in. I do not understand what you're saying, but you're welcome here. You're not taking any bullshit. Like, you've been through a lot. You've had enough. You're done. You're not taking any of it. You're very tapped in. You're very intuitive. You know, tapped into God, source, divine. And you are not afraid to speak. You have the blue in there. Your throat chakra is open. You're not afraid to speak. Stand up for yourself. And they see that you are beckoning them in. You are going to listen to their offer, but you already know. You already intuitively know if they're bringing any lies, any bullshit, any drama, any of that. And if they are, you're going to take this sword right here and you're going to cut them out. You're going to get rid of them. You're going to send them back down the damn road they came down. So they see you're very strong. You're in your queen energy. And you're just like nonchalant. Like, if you can see her face, she's just like nonchalant. She's not worried about anything. You could be cold and calculating, logical only. You're not showing your heart right now. You've kind of got it a little blocked off, a little well, this is like an Aquarius card, and Aquarius gets the rap for being cold-hearted, but it's not that you're cold-hearted, you're just protective of yourself. They see the wheel of the year, so the wheel of fortune. They see that things are starting to move for you. Things are going to move for you. Your foot's not stuck in the wheel anymore. You're not sabotaging yourself anymore. You're not letting anybody else sabotage you. They see that you have all the tools that you need to make happen and manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest, that you want to happen. And I see the star in the center. Like I said, Aquarius. This is Aquarius energy. I know this is Aries reading, but they're seeing you in Aquarius energy. There's a star in the center, and Aquarius is considered the star. So they see that you're in the center of the wheel now. You're not letting the wheel throw you all over the place. You're in the center. They see you pretty stable. They see you calculating and logical, but also open and invulnerable and able to receive. Like you are open to receiving, but if they're bringing something, they better be coming correct, because if they're not, you're not dealing with it. They see you very passionate, very fiery, you know, maybe getting back into your passion, your fire, your creativity. But they see you again, there's the sword again. They see you, you're not taking any bullshit. Like, you've been there, you've had the head games, you've had the manipulation, you've had the emotional, drag you around by your emotions, use your emotions against you, and they see that you're not tolerating that anymore. And the reason why is because they or other people around you have backstabbed and betrayed you and left you heartbroken, and you're just not dealing with it anymore. You're healing your heart. You're working on healing your heart. You're taking the swords out of your heart. And you have little fairies here that are helping you. So they see that you have help, whether that be from the powers above, God, divine, source, universe, or that be from for friends and people around you, a community or whatever. They see that your heart is healing. Again, there's the pinnacle. There's the pinnacle. They see that you are starting a brand new, stable beginning. God, divine source is handing you a brand new, stable beginning. So, like I said, you have wish fulfillment coming in, and your person sees this. So, their feelings for you is you're a very strong person. You're able to come back from heartbreak, and you're able to get yourself unstuck, and you're able to start a brand new beginning. So I hope that helped you or gave you confirmation or whatever it was you were looking for. Moving on to Taurus. Taurus. How does your person feel about you? How does your person feel about you? 4 cards. No, that's way too many. 4 cards. Taurus. How does Taurus's person feel about them? Oh, too many. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is this card supposed to be in the reverse? No. One more. Thank you. Okay, so on the bottom, Taurus, your person feels like you're planting new seeds. You know, you're nurturing and watering and taking care of and growing new seeds. You're reminiscing possibly about the past or about the future. They see that you need to bring yourself more present and more in present day. Like, it's okay to reminisce about the future and, think about the future. But at the same time, you need to think about it, feel it, see it in your mind's eye, third eye, but also at the same time take your focus off of it after you do that, because that's how you bring it in. But you're planting new seeds, you're nurturing them, you're caring for them, and making sure that they grow. You're weeding out the bad apples, the bad seeds, the bad fruit, and just really planting new seeds. They could see you, planning new business, starting a new business, having a brand new idea with a new business and planting a seed for that. But that's your underline. They see you going into Hangman. They feel like you're going into Hangman. You need a new perspective on something. You need the light bulb moment, and they see that you're going to get it. And when you get it, you're going to cut yourself down out of this tree and you're going to go forward. And I feel like they feel like this is about a business or something new that you're thinking about, some idea that you've got. They see that your root chakra is grounded and you're not afraid to open up and speak. They see that you're protected and you're watched over and you're taken care of. They feel like you're doing this because you were left out in the cold, you were abandoned, you were backstabbed, you were betrayed, and you feel like, that there's nothing or no one there for you. So, like, you've got to do this yourself. But that's not true. You're not left out in the cold. Yes, it's cold out here, and yes, most of the tree is dead, but there are still pinnacles on that tree, and that's the pinnacles you're taking and planting. You're realizing, that even though you feel like this, you do still have something that you can plant. You still have some ideas. You still have new beginnings. They're seeing you as learning the lessons that you needed to learn about yourself. You're closing the cycle out. You have the ability to. You don't have to repeat it because you went from apprentice to scholar to master. So there's no need for you to repeat this cycle. They see that again, that you have you're grounded. You have your root chakra grounded. They see that you have the keys to your own kingdom. The keys are within inside you, and he's making a blessing. So they see that blessings are coming forward for you. They feel like you're going to get blessings. You're going to get what you want. You're going to end these cycles. You're not going to repeat them. They feel like you're getting in the chariot and you're moving forward. And whether that's forward in your life or you're literally moving, they see that you're taking action. You're not stalling anymore. You're not holding yourself stuck anymore. They also see that you need to get, your mind and heart in balance, because we have a black horse and we have a white horse here. And if they don't get, ground it and go and get it aligned and go in the right way, this carriage can pull itself apart. So they see that you still got some work to do on yourself, but they see that you are taking your power back. There's a moon in this. So they also see that you're listening to your gut, you're listening to your intuition. Tesseract, hey, welcome in. How are you? What's EDM, Tesseract? Tesseract, I thought I made you a mod. Didn't I make you a mod? Clear out energy, bring new energy in. Gemini. How does Gemini's person feel about them? Why is that so dark? That's why I couldn't see it. Gemini, 4 cards. How do they feel about their person? Or how does your person feel about you? I mean, how does Gemini's person feel about them? Four cards. Thank you. Call those from pure white divine light only. Only those from pure white divine light are welcome. Still, please. Is this supposed to be in the reverse? No. Three more. Thank you. Is this supposed to be in the reverse? Yes. Okay. Two more. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Okay, Gemini. Your person sees you as holding back. You're holding back something, whether that be holding back your finances. This is going to resonate with everybody differently. So take it as it resonates. Person sees you holding back. You could be holding back finances, or you could be holding back your worth. You know, not wanting to give, being Ebenezer Scrooge. They also see you, you know, looking at them kind of like side-eyed. Like, what do you want? You know, they feel like you're very guarded and very leery about the situation. You're not wanting to share, whether that be your energy, your time, your money. You're not wanting to share. You're holding back. They see you as the wheel of the year. They see you getting unstuck. You're not going to be stuck anymore. They see you in the center of the wheel, controlling the wheel now, rather than being thrown all over the place and the wheel controlling you. Or they see this is getting ready to happen. They feel like, you know, you're getting your stability straightened out. You're getting your emotions under control, but you're also opening up, starting to open up to something new, or, you know, re evaluating the situation, thinking about the situation. Like, you may be open to taking another look at it and seeing what will happen. They see you getting your spark and your fire back, but they see you're logical too, and you're not afraid to cut out things that don't serve you. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself. They see you also very abundant, like things are going to bloom around you, things are going to grow around you. They also see you as not getting your victory right now. Like, they see it coming in, like it's going to come in, it's going to turn around, but they see right now you're not getting it, or you feel like you're not getting it. And they feel like they're not getting a victory with you right now. They know that this has potential to grow, but it's going to depend on how both of you come at it. If both of you are going to come back in the same energy, if it is somebody that is coming back in, somebody you want back, if it is somebody that that is interested in you and maybe you're interested in, they see that right now they're not getting a victory with you, because like I said, you're holding back your worth. You're holding back. You're very leery about opening back up. But they do see you're going to get it, and they do see there's growth on here. So they do see that it's going to grow, whatever it is. But you're just not getting it right now. You're not accepting it, or you're not accepting them in right now. They're not getting a victory with you. Now, why is that? Battling, fighting, overthinking, battling yourself. You're going through a dark night of the soul, you know, your world's being shaken up and you're having to change and transform and let go of the old self. But they see that you are transforming. They also see that you're seeing through the illusions. You're seeing through all the bullshit that, you know, has been going on. The mask is off. They see that you're getting help, you know, from above, or, you know, people, friends, helpers. They see that you're taking these 5 swords out of your back, and like the butterfly, because I see this as 2. First the butterfly, but I also see it as a dragonfly. Hope, you know, good luck, joy, and seeing through the illusions. But also the butterfly that goes into, you know, the the chrysalis and changes from a caterpillar to a butterfly. So they see, that's painful. So they see that you're going through a very painful transition right now, and you're not ready to get in a relationship with them, or possibly anybody else right now. But they do see that you are healing. They do see that you are getting your power back. You are taking your power back. You are the phoenix rising out of the ashes. And they see the lovers. So the lovers is, yes, it's a soulmate connection, but it's also a choice. So they see that the choice is going to be yours. The angels are overseeing this. Like, it can come back together. It does have the potential if it's somebody that, you've left or you've broken up with, or, you guys are just separated. There is potential. Like, the angels are overseeing it. If that's what you want, they will try to mix those cups back together, but you got to come at it in a different way than you did before. You can't start it in the same energy that you left it in. So if you come back in, it's going to have to be forgiveness on both sides, no matter who did what. And you're going to have to start over fresh in a brand new energy. But it is a contract. There is a contract there, whether it be a contract with the past or a contract with the future. And neither one is wrong. It's just if you choose one, then the other one's sent on another contract. So it doesn't matter. It's however you want to do it. But they do see that the choice is yours. And right now you're not ready. You're not allowing them in. Now, you might feel like you're ready, but your energy, the energy that you are putting off, is you're not ready. Hope that helps you, Gemini. Clear old energy, bring new energy in. Cancer. How does Cancer's person feel about them? Four cards. How does Cancer's person feel about them? Thank you. Come up there. All right, one more. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Cancer, your person feels like you're moving on from something, whether that be them or a situation. They see you leaving the choppy waters, the gossip, the craziness, the manipulation, the chaos, the gaslighting, the ghosting, all of the drama. Like, you're wanting calmer waters. You're wanting to go, somewhere calmer. Now, whether that is actual moving somewhere calmer, or if that is moving forward in your life to a calmer state, they see that you have forgiven for the most part. You're only taking with you the lessons that you've learned about how you might have been an overgiver, an undergiver, overachiever, underachiever. Take it however you wish. Don't come at me. This is what the cards are saying. I see that you're going solo and you're listening to your intuition and you're moving forward. And you're leaving the anger, the resentment, the pain, and all of that behind. And you're only taking with you the knowledge of what you've gained, the wisdom that you've gained about yourself. They see that you're celebrating. You're getting back out there. You're celebrating. You're hanging out with friends. You're having a good time. They see that you have growth. You have a lot of growth coming in. They see that you're healing your heart. You're starting to heal your heart. You have the pinkish red here. That's, heart, the color for healing. But green is also here, which is the heart chakra. So, your pink, like your pink quartz crystal, is for compassion, healing, and bringing in love. So they see that you're at a vibration where you can bring in love if you want it. They see the blue. That's your throat chakra. You're not afraid to speak up, speak your mind anymore. And there is also a little bit of red in the green dress. So that's, again, your root chakra. You're getting grounded. You're rebuilding yourself. Your insecurities are becoming less and less and less. With the waterfall back here, they see that your emotions are starting to open up and pour out. And they also see that you're pouring into yourself. You're putting yourself first. You're thinking about yourself first. You're filling your cup, because without filling your cup, you can't fill anybody else's cup. So they see that you're really taking care of yourself and you're nurturing yourself and you're growing things. There's a lot of growth in here, a lot of blooms, a lot of flowers. So you're growing and evolving out of this. They see and feel like you are busy doing something, planning, plotting, strategizing, creating something, bringing something to existence. They see with the black cat on there that you're being protected, you're being guided, and you are being watched over. If you see the cat's eyes, I don't know if you can see them. The cat's eyes. They see that you're getting your fire back and lighting your spark back up, and you're hard at work at something. You're perfecting something and doing something, but you're also working with a team. You're collaborating with someone. They see that you've been battling, you've had conflict again, moving away from that, the underlying energy. You've had battling, conflict, fighting, gossip, drama, one-upping, competition. They see that you're observing that now. You're observing that. You're watching all of that go on. And this is conflict in your head too. You're observing it. You're starting to come at things from a new perspective. You're putting an end to this. There's a lot of growth on these wands too. So you're wanting to grow something. You're tired of all this. You're done with this. You're done with this negative energy, this low vibrational stuff. And they see that you are opening up to a brand new offer. Now, whether that's an offer with them or an offer with someone else, they see you're opening your heart back up. You're leaving the tsunami and the emotions behind. Again, that's leaving it behind. Again, it keeps repeating that. You're leaving it behind. You're not even paying attention to what's going on around you, what's going on behind you. You're focused on moving forward, opening your heart back up, being able to love again. Yeah, and she's in a green dress too. So, and the wave back here looks green. So yeah, you're opening back up. This is a small offer, a small cup. They feel like maybe you might have some offers coming towards you, very slow, very small. But you need to be careful of what comes towards you and be discerning, because there's a fish in that cup. But is that fish really there? is an illusion. If these windows have different colors on them, it's a little hard to see out of them. So, make sure that when you take this offer or you offer this, there isn't an illusion there, and there really is, the fish in the cup. It's really the offer that you're looking for. Could be a Pisces around you too with the fish. Billy Chili, hey, welcome in. He hasn't answered me, so I don't know if he's still here or he just came in and said that. I don't know what he meant by that. Clear old energy, bring in new energy. How does Leo's person feel about them? How does Leo's person feel about them? One more. Oh, okay. Okay, he's answering the question then. All right. All right, Leo. 4 cards. How does your person feel about you? Thank you. 3 more. Thank you. 2 more. Thank you. 1 more. Nope, the 2. 1. Only 1. Only 1. You have to fall or slip. One more. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. They see that you are wanting to move on. You're waiting for your ships to come in. You may have sent something out, but you're waiting for something to come in. You're standing on this rock, and you have 2 wands here that meant something to you. They have growth on them, so you've planted them. You're planning your stability. You're building the 4 corners of your home, your foundation. You're starting over with something. You're taking this 1 wand with you, and you're going on a journey. You're either going to get on that ship, or you're just looking out over the world, trying to see what's out there. Maybe there's something else out there. Yeah, you're starting a new journey. And there's growth on that one too, the one that you're taking with you. So you're going to look for your fourth wand to start building your stability. Okay, they see you as walking away from something. These cups meant something to you. You stacked them up nice and neat. You didn't just throw them on the ground. They meant something to you. They've done something to build you and evolve you, build your character. But they no longer, no longer feel good to you. Like you feel like there's something missing. So you're listening to your intuition. You've made a wish. The stars are aligning, and you're walking away. You're going on a new journey. Now, you might not know, but you're going after your ninth cup. They feel like you're going after your ninth cup. When you go after your ninth cup, that's when you realize that nothing outside of you completes you. Not a friend, not a family member, not love, not job, material possessions, nothing completes you. You're already complete and whole. So they see that you're on your way to realizing your worth. You're going on a new journey. You're tapping into your intuition, and you're going to where you realize your worth. You're starting to understand and realize your worth, and realize that you're worth more than you've been allowing yourself to put up with and deal with. They see you as reaping your harvest, some seeds or something that you've planted in the past. They see them coming to fruition, or they could see you getting an inheritance. That only if that fits, you take it. If it doesn't fit, file exit. It's not for you if it doesn't fit. You'll know. You'll already know if that's for you. They see that you are no longer giving everything away. Your energy, your time, your money, you're no longer giving it all away. You're keeping something for yourself. Yes, you can still help, and yes, you probably are still going to help people and do things for people, but you're not going to do it to the depletion and destruction of yourself. You are self-built, self-made. You know your worth. You know who you are. You connect with nature. You anything you touch turns to gold. They see that you've got, your root chakra. I don't like that these colors don't come up, but that's red. That you're getting grounded. You're getting your root chakra aligned. You're starting to get your self-esteem back, and you're starting to really realize who you are. So they know they're not going to be able to pull the wool over your eyes. They see you as going through a death and transformation. Things are getting shook up for you. The old is dying away. The new is being born. The old you isn't going to exist anymore. You're going to change your belief system about yourself, about your life. They see that you're tapping back into your inner child. You may be getting back out there, getting your passion and fire back, your childlike innocence back. This child is handing flowers to the Death Rider. He's not afraid of him. He's welcoming him. He's ready for him to come in and to shake things up, because he's tired of things being the same old way that they've always been. The sun is coming up, and it is shining. It's starting to light things up. It's starting to push the anger and the hate and the pain out. You're going through a death and transformation, a rebirth. And the horse is white, so that's purity. You have pure intentions for yourself and for others. The boy has white on him. The flowers are white that he's handing him. So you're just ready for a change. You're ready for your passion and fire to come back. See the fire on his hood? His whole face is like lit up in fire. They see you're going to get your spark back. With the King of Cups, they see that you're balancing your emotions. You're not letting things pull you around emotionally. You're not letting people jerk you around by your emotions and use your emotions to get what they want. You're very level-headed. There's a lot of turmoil going on around him, but he's sitting on his throne. He's not worried about anything. But at the same time, the King of Cups, he doesn't really put his emotions out there. He doesn't really show his emotions. Like, he holds them back. He's so grounded that he can hold his emotions back and not show them. So they know they're not going to be able to use your emotions to manipulate you. You've grown and you've learned a lot. You've come through a lot. There's two dolphins back here. It's very hard to see, but there's two dolphins back here. You know, they're soulmates. They mate for life. So they know that that's what you're looking for. They feel like you're looking for your partner that you mate with life for long term. You're not wanting any of these shitty offers. Like, you're not wanting playboys, playgirls. You're not wanting fake. You're not wanting illusions. You want the real thing, and that's what you're going after. You're going after the real thing. Of course, you're going to find that when you find yourself and you love yourself and you unconditionally pour into you and love you and choose you above others and put yourself first and fill your cup back up. Because you can't give from an empty cup. Virgo. Clear old energy, bring in new energy. How does Virgo's person see Virgo? How do they feel about Virgo? I have a little bit of a headache, guys. One more. Four cards. How does Virgo's person see Virgo? How do they feel about Virgo? How does Virgo's person feel about Virgo? This can be vice versa, guys. So if it's vice versa. I'm just reading what comes out. How does Virgo's person feel about Virgo? Four cards, please. Thank you. Two more. Two more. That's too many. Okay, I'll take that one since it fell. One more. Thank you. Okay, Virgo. You might be dealing with a, what was that? Cancer? I don't remember. Anyway, one of the signs here had this too. On the bottom too. Moving away from choppy waters. I think it was Cancer. Moving into calmer waters. You're moving away from the gaslighting, the ghosting, the manipulation, the using your emotions to jerk you around, using guilt trips to keep you where they want you. All talk, no action. And getting very in tune with your intuition and yourself, and you're listening to your gut feeling. You're going on a solo journey. You're moving away from everything into calmer waters. Now that could be literal moving, or that could be just moving forward in your life. Take it how it resonates. They see that you've taken the 10 swords out of your back that was put in your back where you were left for dead, stabbed, betrayed, backstabbed, maybe cheated on. But they see that you're only taking 6 of those swords, and you will use one of those swords to cut out whatever you need to cut out. If it gets in your way, if obstacles get in your way, they see that you're not taking the pain and the sadness and the guilt. You're forgiving. You're not taking all that with you. You're only taking the knowledge that you've learned about yourself, where you were an overgiver or undergiver, or um overachiever, underachiever. Maybe you had some emotional codependencies, maybe you relied on somebody else for validation of your feelings. Maybe you felt like somebody else needed to make you feel good about yourself, but you're moving away from that stuff. You're just taking with you the knowledge and the wisdom, what you gained about yourself. You're leaving the pain and all of that stuff behind. You're wanting to go to Paradise Island. You're wanting to go somewhere else. And like I said, that's either a literal move or just you moving forward in your life, walking away from things that hurt you and backstabbed and betrayed you. Hello, how are you? I don't know how you say your name, but hello. Welcome in. Virgo, they see that you are collaborating with people, you are working with people, you are planning, plotting, strategizing, coming up with a new plan, wanting to plant new seeds. You're getting back into your creativity and your fire. They see that you're very protected, you're very guarded, and you're very, looked after. There's cat's eyes there. Very hard to see them on here, but there's cat's eyes there. So you're being watched. You're being watched over. They may be watching you too. They feel like you're getting your fire and your spark back. You're getting your mojo back. And you may be doing this, trying to do this in secret too on your own, because there's the colored glass. You can't see in that. It's covered, it's hidden. But they also see that you're going to collaborate with people, or you are collaborating and working with people. You're doing a lot of the work on your own, but you're also going to collaborate with people and work together with people. And this could be working with your guardian angels and your guides too, But they see you hard at work at something. They see and feel like you're standing up. You're standing up for your boundaries. You're standing on that hill. You're not letting anyone or anything sway you. You're not letting people change your mind or make you second guess yourself. You're standing in your faith. Whatever belief system that you have, you're standing in it and you're guarding it, and you're above all of the craziness and the chaos. You're above. And I'm not saying you're better than anyone else, so don't take it there. But you are keeping your healthy boundaries. You're not letting anything change that. You're not moving. And you have a lot of growth too on this. So you're growing something and you're standing up for what you believe in, and you don't care what other people think, say, or do about it. They feel like you're being very patient right now. You're grounding your emotions. She's got one foot on the ground, one foot in the water. You're grounding your emotions, keeping your emotions grounded. You're being patient. You know that your angels, your guides, your guardians, God, whatever you want to say, is mixing these cups together and, getting obstacles out of your way. You're being very patient through that. While you're being patient, it reminds me a lot of the Mercury retrograde, because in Mercury retrograde, we're planning, plotting, strategizing, getting ready for our next steps forward, but we're not taking our next steps forward yet. So you're being very patient and waiting for the signal, the intuition, the gut feeling on when to take those next steps forward. They do feel like you're stuck in indecision. You're not sure if you want to go back to the past or you want to go to the future. And they also know that you could decide not to choose either one and just cut your own path, do your own thing. They know that, you've been blindfolded. You're not sure about the choice. You have your heart blocked and blocked off. So, you're not tapping into your intuition, but they know that you have a the ability to tap into your intuition, guided by the moon. And, you've been sitting here for a while. You've been sitting still and stagnant. Your ass probably hurts. You've been sitting on that thing so long. But there again, you have helpers. Even if you can't see them, even if they're not here on this earth, their soul feels like you have protection, you have helpers, you have someone giving you guidance. You just need to tap into your senses and tap into your intuition and decide which way you're going to go. None of the ways are wrong. You know, none of it is wrong. It's just if you go back, can you transform it and change it and come at it in a different energy? Or are you going to be learning the lessons that you didn't learn along the way? If you go forward, you're still going to be learning some kind of lessons, but they're going to possibly be different lessons, or you're going to be tested. Like, are you going to go in the same energy forward as you were backward? Or are you going to create a whole new path and do a whole new thing in brand new energies? I take a break a minute, guys. My throat is sore. Thank you. And I'm getting cold again. Ow. Get back there. All right, Aries through, Virgo's done. We have Libra through Pisces to do. I'm going to take a break for a minute. My throat is a little sore. This weather, guys. Clear old energy, bring in new energy. How does Libra's person feel about them? How does Libra's person feel about them? 2 more. How does Libra's person feel about them? 4 cards. Thank you. Libra, you might want to check out Virgo, or you might have a Virgo around you, because I got that same card. Thank you. What did I do with that? I call those from the pure white divine light only. Only those from the pure white divine light are welcome. Still, please. Is this card spinning in the reverse? No. Two more cards. Thank you. Not 2 or 1. 1. One more. That's 2. 1 more. That's 2. 1. Only 1. What is it with the 2? 1. Thank you. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Libra. They see you very balanced and grounded with your emotions, but still open to receive. They see you very loving, kind, nurturing, generous, compassionate. They see that you're looking at your cup, but you're not offering it. You're thinking about it, but you're not offering it. You're just looking at it and reminiscing and thinking about all the times that you gave that cup out to somebody, your cup of love out to somebody, and they weren't worthy of it. You know, trying to figure out why you ever thought that you could trust them with your cup, trust that they weren't going to spill it out and crush it and, you know, stomp your heart into the ground. But they see you're being very careful with it right now. This is why I said you might want to check out the Virgo reading, because Virgo also got Temperance. This is a Temperance card. So they see you're being patient. You know, you're not jumping into anything. You're not taking any huge leaps of faith. You're getting yourself grounded, your emotions grounded. Again, another card saying your emotions are being grounded. You have 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. They see that you're waiting on the sign from divine, God, your angels, source. You know that they're moving the obstacles out of your way. They're mixing 2 things together that aren't supposed to be together. So it can be a new soulmate contract. But it's 2 things that don't normally go together. They're moving the obstacles out. They see that you have the rainbow. You have the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You have abundance and stuff coming in. They see that you're pure at heart, because you have the white on the angel here. It's white. So they see that, like, they're mixing like fire and water together. And if you're not careful when you mix fire and water together, the water can put the fire out, or the fire can cause the water to boil, to evaporate. So you got to be very careful about this. So they're having patience and they're sitting back and they're waiting. They see that you are. That's how they feel about you. Again, they feel like you're getting victory. You're getting victory over something, whether it's your emotions or getting victory over your life. You know, you're getting victory and something is growing inside of you. Could be your passion and your fire with the wand there, your creation, your creativity. I see you're very grounded in this one too. You have the red on here for the root chakra grounding. They also see that there are people around you that envy you and are jealous of you, and you have haters around you. But that's also when you're headed on the right path. You know, you're doing the right thing when you have haters. So they see that you want equal give and take. You want fairness. You want balance. You don't want crumbs. You're tired of receiving crumbs when you deserve the whole damn pie. You know, they see that someone is helping you. They also see the children in here. They also see that you're returning back to your childlike wonder. You know, your happiness, your joy, your celebration. These kids are smiling because they are finally getting, you know, equal give and take. They're finally getting help. So I feel like you know, they see that you're tapping back into your inner child, into your playfulness, your joy. They see you as the Empress. Anything that you touch turns to gold. They see that, you know, either you could be pregnant, don't take it if it doesn't relate to you, and if you're too old to have a child, like I am, no shade. But they see you are capable of it. They see that you are capable of planting new seeds and birthing them to life, bringing them to life. They see you're very intuitive and that you can grow anything that you touch. You're connected to nature. You command nature. You're very kind. You're very loving. You're very generous. You're very open. You're in your feminine energy. They see that the stars are aligning for you with the stars on her above her crown. With the water on here, they see that your emotions are open, like you are ready to receive, but you're an Empress, so you're not just going to take anything. You're looking for your Emperor. You have green, you know, that's the heart chakra. So they see that you've worked on your heart chakra, and you know, you're opening that heart chakra back up. You're healing from all of the past hurts. They see you as their Empress. You feel like you're their Empress. Or Emperor. Take it how it resonates. Male, female. We have both in us, so clear old energy, bring in new energy. How does Scorpio's person feel about Scorpio? How does Scorpio's person feel about Scorpio? One more. Okay. How does Scorpio's person feel about Scorpio? 4 cards. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Okay, Scorpio, this can be vice versa. Scorpio, your person sees you as having the whole world in your hands. You are the creator of your own world. They see that you've been stuck and stagnant. You've been standing still, but you're being urged to go out and go on a new journey. You think that you are already seen and done everything in the world there is to do, but you're starting to realize that the world is still open to you. There's anything you can create and bring in anything. You can go out into the world and journey and start a new life. You're very independent, very self-made with the cat here. you know Self-made, self-sustained, self-built. They see that you're kind of on this solo journey right now, and you're done being stuck and stagnant. You have one wand here that meant something to you. You have it planted, you're building your foundation, and it is growing. That has growth on it. And the one that you have in your hand that you're taking with you also has growth on it. So you're going out into the world and finding your third and fourth wand so you can build a solid, stable home, a solid, stable foundation. You may be actually building a home or moving to a home, but they see that you're getting ready to go on a journey. You're getting ready to go out there and get on that ship and go on a journey. Now, whether that's the journey forward or just, an actual journey, an actual move. They're seeing you wanting to make an actual move. Okay? They see you as taking that leap. You're taking that leap. You're taking that risk. You're jumping off that cliff. You're walking off that cliff. You're not really jumping, but you're walking off that cliff. And you're looking up at the sky, like asking God, source, divine, universe, are you sure you're going to catch me? I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump. I'm going to take that leap. I'm going to be the fool. But are you sure? Am I going to look like a fool doing this? Or, is taking this leap going to be worth it? But I'm listening to you, God, divine source. I'm going to do this, trusting that you got me. They're seeing that you're very loyal. They feel like you're a very loyal person, and they feel like you're traveling light. Like you're only taking the knowledge and wisdom and stuff that you've gained on this. You're not taking anything else. You're not taking the excess baggage and all of that with you. You're not taking the pain, the sadness, and the broken heart and all of that with you. You've cleared all of that. You're clearing all that. You're only taking with you the knowledge that you've learned about yourself, the knowledge on your trip. They see that you have your root chakra grounded, that you've gotten yourself grounded. You're starting to see your worth. Your self-esteem issues are leaving. They see the blue. They see that your throat chakra is open. You're starting to speak up. You're starting to talk. You're not allowing your voice to be closed out again anymore. They see that your sacral and solar plexus is opening up. You're starting to get your confidence back. You're starting to get your sexuality and your passion and your fire back. You have the white on here, so they see purity. You're pure at heart. There's a white flower that you're holding in your hand. You may be a gift to them with the gift here, or their feelings are they want to give you a gift. And you have the white dog. So again, purity. They know that your intentions are pure. Again, here you go. They see you going on this journey. 2 cards with the wand and 1 wand. And this card also has the 1 wand. So this is being repeated 3 times. They see you going on a new journey. Lighten up your fire, lighten up your passion, lighten up your spark, lighten up your creativity. Saying goodbye to the past, saying hello to the future, whatever that may be, future with them, or, a future somewhere else, or a future solo, single. You're solo right now. You're on this journey solo. You got the cat. You're independent, self-built, self-made, self-preserved. Very, very independent. You're getting excited. You're ready to go on this journey. You want something new. You're going for something new. They see that you feel like you've been left out in the cold. You were left out in the cold. They feel like, you know, your feelings are you were abandoned, you were left out in the cold. Maybe you feel abandoned or left out in the cold by them, or just life in general. But they also see that you see, even though this tree is dead, that it still has potential. It's still got pinnacles on it, still got seeds. So they see that you can take those seeds, those ideas, those pinnacles, and plant them and grow them, because all is not gone, all is not lost. They see that you're in the Queen of Swords mode. They see that you're not putting up with no bullshit. They see that you're not listening to words. You want action. They see that you will beckon them forward, and you will look at their offer. You know, you will give it a chance. You will open up to it. But if it's a bunch of shit, you're gonna take that sword and you're gonna cut it out. You're gonna turn them around and send them back down the road they came down. So they know if they come to you, they got to come to you correct. They know that you're not messing around. They know you're serious about this. They know you're very tapped in. You're very intuitive. You're very pure with the white. They see, you know, the blue. You're not afraid to speak up and speak your mind and speak your truth. You are a truth teller. You know, you only tell the truth. Harsh truth sometimes, yes. Don't mean for it to be that way. They understand that, but they also understand that you're not afraid to speak the truth. You're not afraid to use the other side of that blade and you know, be kind of harsh about it. Not meaning to be. They know that you're not trying to be harsh, but you're not gonna bullshit around. You're not gonna feed them rainbows and unicorn farts and fairy dust and lollipops and Candyland. They know you're serious. They know you're completely serious. You know what you want, and you're not going to settle for less than that. And they know that you're using your common sense. You're using your logical mind. So you might have your heart a little bit shut down, but you also have your fire and your passion. So it's not really shut down. It's just kind of a little guarded. You're a little guarded, a little held back, but you are open. You are open to receiving. Again, she's beckoning her hand forward. You are open to receiving. Clear old energy, bring in new energy. How does Sagittarius person see them? 4. Okay. 3. 2. 1. How does Sagittarius person feel about them? How does Sagittarius person feel about them? 4 cards. Got a forward flip. 4 cards. Sagittarius person. Thank you. Three more. Thank you. Call divine. Those from the pure white divine light only. Only those from pure white divine light are allowed to answer me. Still, please. Is this card supposed to be in the reverse? No. 2 more. Thank you. 1 more. It was flip all the way. 1 more. Thank you. Is this card supposed to be in the reverse? Is this card? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, wow. I can't remember who had this. I don't remember. Either Virgo or Libra, I think, had this. This Shekwat. Welcome in. Hi. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Marvelous Kababin. That's your opinion. Welcome in. Okay. So, Sagittarius, your person is seeing you as feeling like you were stuck and stagnant, being stuck and stagnant, not thinking there's anything out there for you to see anymore or you to do. You feel like you've done it all, or that's where you were coming from. But they see that you have the world in your hands and you are starting to look. You're tired of just standing there looking out over the world. You have the whole world in your hands. You can create. You feel like you can create and manifest anything that you want in this world. The world is in your hands. You're the co-creator of your own world. They see that, you have one wand here, something that meant something to you. It had growth on it that you've planted. You're building your stability. You're building your foundation. You're taking one of these wands with you and it has growth on it too. And you're going on a journey somewhere. You're leaving this place now, whether it's an actual move or moving forward. You are deciding to take your power back and go on a new journey and start something new. You want a new life. They see that you're self-made, independent, and self-reliant. Yeah, they see that you're just tired of the same old thing. And there's a ship back here, so you may be going to meet that ship. Very possibly. You may see that ship coming in while you're standing up here looking. So you're going to go down and check it out and see what's on it. See what's being brought to you. See what God, divine source, is bringing to you. Open to receiving it. Open to doing it. They see that you're determined. You have your truth. You have clarity. They also see that you may have a message coming into you. Or someone coming into you very quickly, and you're riding your shadow, like you're riding your shadow. Your shadow's not controlling you anymore. You're controlling it. You're on it. It's not on you. It's not holding you back. It's not holding you down anymore. You're actually riding the shadow. You're making friends with your shadow. They see that you have armor on and you are guarded. You are protecting yourself, but you're still coming out with your truth. They see that maybe you might be a little cocky, a little arrogant. You're taking your fire, your passion back. You're determined. You're going after something with a great determination. You're not letting anything hold you back. You've gotten yourself grounded. You've got your root chakra grounded. You no longer second guess yourself or believe that you're not worth it. You got your self-esteem back, and you're starting to move forward, and you're starting to take your life back. You're not going to let anything stop you. You're in control here. You're growing something new. And like I said, you're going on that journey. You have that wand in your hand. He has that wand in his hand. He's a king. He's been through hell and back, but he's gone from a page to a king. So he's got himself, stable. He knows what he wants. He knows the foundation that he wants to grow and he wants to have. He knows what kind of stability he can have and will have. Nothing will stop him. Look, you went from a 2 to a 3. So you're definitely going on this journey. You're definitely getting out there. Now you have 2 wands and you're carrying the third. There's your third. So you are definitely going after building your stability. You may be building a home or traveling to a new home with the wands being here. You're looking for your 1111, your gateway, your path. You're following your destiny. You may have sent something out, sent a message or something out, and you're waiting for one to come back, or you've sent something out, some kind of idea or something out into the world, and you're waiting to receive it back. You might have, this might be your manifestation. You're manifesting something and you're waiting for that manifestation to return to you. You have 2 wands back here that you have grown, you know, two things that you have worked through for your stability, and it has growth. You've planted them. You got the 3rd wand and you're going out now. So somewhere along the line, you jumped from the 2 to the 3. So they see you're really going after your stability. You could be doing it career-wise, like building your stability through your career, building your stability through your emotions, your fire, your passion, your thoughts, because you have swords on here, you have wands on here, and, you know, you have a wand there. So, you know, getting your thoughts balanced, getting your passions and fire balanced, going after something. Could be, I've got no pentacle cards here, but I do kind of feel like it might be career. You might be doing something in career with an idea with career to build something stable and that would not be able to be blown down. They do see with the 9 of Swords in reverse in the upright, this is anxiety, being overwhelmed, repeating cycles, repeating patterns, gossip, you know, instead of you being the windshield, you've been the fly. The windshield's been smacking you, knocking you down left and left, left and right, and left and right. And now you're the windshield. You're hitting the fly, or the bug, or whatever it is hitting your windshield. They see that you're in blue too. So, you know, you're not afraid to open up and speak. This is in reverse. You're coming out of all this. You're coming out of feeling anxious. You're coming out of being overwhelmed. You're taking your power back, taking these swords, and you're cutting out what it is that you need to cut out. And you're stopping these cycles. You're tired of repeating them. They also see that you're pure with the white. I think I already said that. But no, I didn't say that. I was talking about the blue. You speaking out. You standing up for yourself. Taking your power back. Never noticed that before, but there's a moon back here. So whereas you might not have been following your intuition, you may have been letting things get to you and overwhelm you. You're not doing that anymore. You're following that intuition. I'm seeing these as like pinnacles, even though they're probably not. They're probably nails or whatever, but I'm seeing them as pinnacles. And here you're dreaming about building something. You're thinking about it. You're overthinking it. You're thinking about building something. Here you are building it. You have started building it. So there is something you are putting together. I know that's not what it is. It's the handles, but it's coming across to me like pentacles. And I'm a channeler as well as reading the cards. So it was just crazy. I said that and then I seen those in there. Clear old energy, bring in new energy. How does Capricorn's person feel about Capricorn? Two more. One more. Thank you. 4 cards. How does Capricorn's person feel about Capricorn? Thank you. One more. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, everybody's going on journeys. Everybody's moving forward. Everybody is like, I'm done with this shit. Capricorn, you have the Two of Wands. So a couple of different signs you could be dealing with, or could be thinking about you like this. You know, it could be more than one person that is got you on their mind, and seeing you like this. So take it as it resonates. You have a wand here. You have something that, you know, you've grown, and it meant something to you. You've planted it. You haven't tossed it away. You've planted it. It had growth on it. You grew and evolved through it. You've been stuck and stagnant standing here, but they see you as looking out over the world and realizing you have the whole world in your hands. It's not the end all be all. It's not the end of the world. You have plenty more things to see and do, plenty of ideas and things you can come up with. You're taking this wand and it has growth on it, and you're going to find your third wand. You're building your foundation. You're building your stability. You could be going down to meet this ship. You know, this could be your manifestation that you've called in. You could be going down to meet it because you feel it coming in. So you're getting off of this and you're going. You have the cat here. I always see as independent, self-made, self-reliant, self-built, you know, and you're solo, independent and solo. So they see you, you know, getting ready to take this long journey. You haven't taken it yet, but you're getting ready to go and take it. And you are paying attention to this ship back here. Capricorn, they see you as walking away from something. These cups in the past meant something to you. You know, each one of them had some nurturing. They had some kind of something for you that helped you grow and evolve and move up, you know, move up in the world, or within yourself. And at one time, you know, each one of these meant something very important to you. You've not thrown them down and just tossed them on the ground or broken them. You set them up there neatly. But you're wanting to go on this journey. Again, journey card. This, you're standing there. You haven't gone on the journey yet. This, you are walking away. You are walking. You're following your guide. You're following, you know, your intuition. You're listening to God, source, divine, spirit. You're being obedient. You know that your wish fulfillment is coming in. You see the stars here. That's wish fulfillment, stars being aligned. You're going on this journey. You don't realize that you're going for your ninth cup. That's something you don't know. But at the same time, when you get your ninth cup, that's when you realize that nothing outside of you completes you. You're whole and complete on your own. And they see that you're going toward that. You're going toward knowing that you're whole and complete on your own. It's your birthright. You came here whole and complete. You've never not been incomplete. You've never not been complete. You know, society, the world, you know, your parents, whatever, you know, put you in this box and made you think that you weren't whole and complete, that you needed someone or something outside of you to complete you. But that's not true. You're starting to realize that that's not true. You need someone or something that lights you up and lifts you up and adds to who you already are. not tries to change you or manipulate you or guilt trip you or get you to do what they want to do, or use your emotions against you to get you to do what they want you to do, live how they want you to live. You know that this isn't true, so you're going out to get this ninth cup, and you're looking for, at this time, you're looking for wish fulfillment. You're looking for something that complements you. You're looking for something possibly long term, and you're not going to stop until you get it. But you don't have the taste for this anymore. This is old. You've outgrown it. You've evolved past it. You don't have the taste for it anymore. You want something new, something that connects with you on a deeper level. So you're going for that ninth cup. You're going on the journey. Where have you been? They see that you've been in, recuperation. You've been meditating. You've been going within. You've been talking to God, divine source. They see that you've taken these swords out of your heart. These swords that were stabbed in your heart, backstabbed, betrayed, left for dead kind of thing. They see that you're taking that out and that you're healing. You're coming out more healed than you ever were. They see that you're still carrying a sword with you, and you will use it if you have to, but it's down. You're not defending yourself or anything. It's down. You fought the good fight. You don't have anything else to fight about. They see you in yellow, so you're confident. You're coming out confident. You're coming out maybe a little, like determined, like get out of my way, because if you don't get out of my way and you try to stop me from going after what it is I want, I will run you down. I will run you over to get what I want. You're not going to stop me. You're not in my way anymore. I've had this talk with God, divine source, and they told me that I'm worthy, and they told me to go after what it is that I want, to do what it is that I feel I need to do, to continue on my destined path. Again, fire, determination. You're the Queen of Cups, or Queen of Wands. I don't know why I said cups. Okay, thank you. You're the Queen of Wands, so you're fiery, you're determined, you have growth. You can grow anything that you touch. You're back in your creativity, you're back in your passion. Your spark is lit back up. Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to keep you from what it is that you want. You're wearing your crown. You didn't have it for a long time. You forgot it even belonged to you. It's been dormant. It's been laying dormant and hidden. But you've taken it out and you've put it back on your head. You've taken your power back, because nobody has your power. Nobody can have your power unless you give it to them. You've taken your power back, and you're bound and determined to go after what it is you want. And you're sitting there and you're waiting, because you know damn well that if anything's for you, it's going to come to you. You're not going to have to chase it. You're not going to have to go over after it. It's going to come to you. You put your manifestations out there, and you don't think, your manifestations are coming back to you. So you're just sitting and waiting, and you're not sitting and doing nothing. You're getting into your passion and your creativity while you're sitting and waiting. Angela Gretsch, welcome in. Hi. You're opening your emotions back up. They feel like you're opening your emotions back up. Maybe slowly, maybe small at first, but you're walking away from the storms. You've had enough of the storms. You've had enough of the chaos, the tsunamis. You've had enough of the waves coming and smacking you in the face. You're walking away from them. You're not even paying attention to them anymore. You're taking your cup and you're going to offer a small offer, or you're going to accept a small offer, but you're going to make damn sure that fish is in that cup. It's not an illusion. You could be dealing with a Pisces or have Pisces around you, or you could be coming from Pisces energy, but you just had enough. Like, you've had enough. You're leaving the old behind, and you're walking toward the new. You're walking right out of the storm. You're walking through the storm. And you got a smile on your face, so you're open and ready for this. Clear old energy, bring in new energy. Five. Aquarius. How does Aquarius, this person, feel about them? 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 cards for Aquarius. How does Aquarius, this person, feel about them? 4 cards for Aquarius. How does Aquarius, this person, feel about them? Thank you. Thank you. I'll check that one. 2 more. Thank you. 1 more. 1 more. Thank you. Okay, I'll check this one. Call those from pure white divine light only. Only those from pure white divine light are welcome. Still, please. Is this card supposed to be in the reverse? No. Okay. All right. Aquarius, your person feels like you're in your element. Your person feels like you're being you. Aquarius is the star. This is the Queen of Swords. She represents Aquarius too, the air elements. And she don't put up with no bullshit. Like, she's a truth teller. She's a truth speaker. She does not care. She does not care what other people think, what other people say, what other people think she should be doing. She doesn't care. She's very tapped into divine. She's very tapped into herself. She trusts herself. She trusts the divine. She's been through hell and back. That's how she became the Queen of Swords. You know, she's had to learn to be more logical and less heart out there. Not saying she doesn't have a heart. She does. But she's more guarded. Like, she's not just going to take anything that you say and run with it. She's going to offer you to come toward her. And she's open. She's open to hearing what you got to say. She's open to love. But she's not going to listen to anything that isn't the truth, because she already knows. She already knows before you even get there. Her energy, your energy hits her before she she even sees you. So if you're coming with a bunch of bullshit and lies and manipulation, she's going to see through it. She's going to know. And she's going to take that sword and she's going to cut it out. Or she's going to take the other side of that sword and use her words, and she's going to cut you down, because she's not going to put up with it. You know, she's been through too much. She's seen too much. She's had to do too much evolving and growing. She's not in the reverse, so you can go toward her. In the reverse, you better holler at her from somewhere else, way far away in the distance. But she's not. She's open. She's not being a bitch. She's being a little guarded and self-preserved, and, you know, making sure that, you know, no one's taking advantage of her, manipulating her, or trying to pull the wool over her eyes. She will cut you out, and she will turn you around and send you back down the road you came down if you try any games with her. Like, she knows. Her head, those clouds have cleared her head. She can see clearly. She can see everything clearly. So if you're coming at her, your person feels like they know if they're coming at you, they better come correct. Because if they don't come correct, they ain't got a chance in hell. And they see that you're pure. You know, you have white on. They see that it's coming from a pure place, a pure heart. How does your person feel about you? Your person feels like you're abundant. They feel like you're loyal. They feel like you're tapped back into your childlike innocence. You're happy, go lucky, you know, playful. They feel like you became wise through this journey that you've been on. You're very wise. You've gained a lot of knowledge. They kind of feel like you're magical too, because this wizard is performing magic for this baby. So they feel like you're a little mysterious. You're a little magical. They feel like you want long-term, you want family, you want home, you want abundance, you want career, you want success in all areas of your life. Dairy Fair, welcome in. Ian Fleming, welcome in. How are you all? They feel like you've dealt with a lot of sneaky players, manipulators, thieves, people who have done you wrong, guilt tripped you, used your emotions, played with your emotions, and was cocky and thought they got away with stuff. That's what they think. But they've left some swords behind. They've left some clues behind, and that's going to catch up with them. It's going to catch up with them. And they've left this town back here, this circus back here, left the circus. They see that you've left the circus. You have taken the 3 swords out of your back, out of your heart, and you stuck them in this bag neatly. You have 1 sword tucked away that you're ready to use the moment of notice that you need to use it. You have 4 swords in there that you're holding. Maybe you have 4 swords in your heart. What you're taking one of them, and you're going to cut out whatever tries to stop you, whatever gets in your way. They see that you're planning, plotting, and strategizing your way forward. You're scheming and making a plan for a new life. You want something different. You're in green here, so they see your heart chakra. You're unblocking your heart chakra. You're aligning yourself back. You're aligning your heart back up. They see that you also may want to move. You may want to leave something, or you have left something behind. But it's very possible you might want to move too. This could be a moving card too, because he's moving forward. He's leaving. He's leaving this place. Sadie, yeah, I have a hard time remembering that, honey. But welcome in. Aquarius, your person feels like you're working very hard. You're working very hard. You're stacking your coins. You're building your foundation. You're going after your success. You're creating something. You're putting something together. You're perfecting it. You're creating it. You're polishing it. It means something to you. It's very important to you. They see you building something solid, something stable. They see you back in your fire and your creativity with the fire and the candle here. They could also see, you might use candles for protection, or you're very mysterious. You've got the skull in here. You've got the book open. They see you're very mysterious. They may even think that, you might cast spells or something. You're in the dark here. You're working in the dark, and you're not letting anybody know. You have the raven or whatever with you, so they see that you've been through a death and a transformation, and this transformation has grown and evolved you, and it's caused you to have a different mindset, to go after things that you wouldn't go after before. You'll change your name for me? You're okay, honey. Eventually I might remember it. Angel Gretsch, you're welcome. Aquarius, they see and feel like you've been stuck. You've been sabotaging yourself. You've been stuck. You've been feeling stuck. But they know that you're not stuck. They know that you are capable of cutting these bindings off and taking that blindfold off and walking out of this. Swords are thoughts. So they know you've been in your head. You've been overthinking a lot of things. But they know that you're going to come out of that. They feel like you're going to come out of that. You just needed some time to go within and take some time out and reevaluate, recalculate, readjust. But they know you're coming back out. You're coming back out to play. You're coming back out to work. You're coming back out to shine. You're taking the blindfold off and you're tapping into your senses too. You're tapping into your intuition. You're tapping into your senses. You're listening to the energy. You're feeling the energy. And you're going to move when the energy says move. Last one, guys. That's like 4 walls of stability. Clear old, bring in new. Sadie is here. Hi, Sadie. How are you doing, Sadie? Are you doing any better? Are you feeling any better? Pisces. How does Pisces person feel about Pisces? What is Pisces feelings for Pisces? Good, yeah? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 4 cards. Pisces person. How does Pisces person feel about Pisces? How does Pisces person feel about Pisces? Fall or flip. 4 cards. Okay. 3 more, or 2 more. 2 more cards. Pisces, you might be dealing with an Aquarius or have an Aquarius around you or an Aquarius thinking about you. Or you're thinking about an Aquarius because you got 2 of the same cards so far that Aquarius had. And you guys see me shuffle. One more. One more for Pisces. One more for Pisces. One more for Pisces. That's 2. Turn that around there. 1. One more for Pisces. 1 more. Or no, I meant you might be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius because you got Capricorn got 1 and Aquarius got 1. Or someone with Aquarius and Capricorn placements. Or both people could be thinking about you. Could be your person thinking about you. 1 more card for Pisces, please. 1 more. 1 more. How does Pisces person feel about them? No, I said 1. 1 more. 1 more card. 1 more. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to check that one. I call those from the pure white divine light only. Only those from the pure white divine light are allowed to answer me. Still, please. Is this card supposed to be in the reverse? No. Okay. All right, Pisces. Mercury retrograde. All right, Pisces. Your person sees you as guarded and guarding yourself. Very leery, very careful. They see you moving forward, but they see that you're guarding yourself. They also feel like you may have a stalker. They also feel like you're studying something. You're looking at something very closely. And if anything comes toward you that gives you a bad feeling, you're going to cut that stuff out. You're not going to ask questions, nothing. You're just going to cut that stuff out, because you're very jumpy right now. You're very, very guarded, and you're very jumpy, and you're very, very much protecting yourself right now. They see that you're not only moving forward, but you're looking forward. You're not looking back into the past. You're looking forward. You're watching where you're going, and you're watching who's coming at you. And you will use that tongue and break someone's heart with your tongue. Like, you will be razor sharp with that tongue. You're not playing. You're a page. You're just starting out. You're just studying. You're just starting out. So, you haven't made it to the queen and the king yet, or you're more balanced with your tongue and all of that. So you could lash out and really hurt someone's feelings if you have to. They see the bird. There's a bird on you, that you're seeing things from like a bird's eye view. You're seeing it from more clearly, like more of a bird's eye view. The clouds are behind you. They're not in front of you. So you are seeing things clearly. You are getting the truth. You are speaking the truth, and you don't care. Like, you're not even worried about people's feelings. You ain't even trying to not hurt people's feelings, because you've been hurt and backstabbed and betrayed, and it's left you a little shaken. Dad, Dinhu, welcome in. Oh, I just got that scratch on my back. I just hold it open. Okay. That's 2 pages you have. You have this page and you have this page. So you're definitely starting over in brand new energy. You're going on a new journey. Can I make you a mod? I know you were going through a lot, Sadie. Do you think that you're emotionally stable enough to be a mod? Because I have rules, for my mods. Like, I don't want anybody thrown out. I don't want my haters thrown out. I don't want anybody thrown out unless they're spamming my chat with the same thing over and over again, or like they're calling me a demon, or like putting a bunch of church stuff on there, like, trying to lead me to God or something because I'm a demon, kind of thing. So, or unless I tell you specifically to time someone out or block them. Do you think you can handle that? All right, I will make you a temporary mod, and we'll go by a trial basis, okay? I'll give you a trial basis. We'll see how it goes. Because I know you're going through a lot yourself right now, too. I'm not being mean. I know you're going through a lot, and I know emotions can get the best of not you, but can get the best of people sometimes. All right. All right, girl, say something. All right, you got one. Don't abuse it, okay? I don't believe anybody's ever fully recovered. Everything I've been through, I'm not even fully recovered. We're going to be healing to the day we transition from this world to the next. But if you're more over it than what you were, I'll give you a chance, okay? Humber Chuhero, hi, welcome in. Hugs back to you. Okay, so you're going on a new journey. Like, you're out of here. Like, you're saying goodbye to the past. You're done with the past. You've had it. You're over it. You don't want to deal with it no more. Your fire's being relit. Your creativity, your inspiration, your spark. You have growth on this wand, and you know it has the potential to grow. So you're happily saying goodbye to the past, and you're happily saying hello to the future. Like you have growth in this card too, so like greenery for growth. Like I said, you have growth on this wand. So you know that there's a chance this could be a good journey for you. And you're excited. You're excited about going on a new adventure. Like you're tired of being stuck. You're tired of being um, stagnant in the place that you are. You've got your red on, so you got your they see you, they feel like you are grounding your root chakra a lot more. You're getting over your insecurities, you're getting past all of that. You have blue on, so you're not afraid to speak up and speak your mind. You have the yellow, so your confidence is coming back out, like nothing is stopping you. You're taking a leap and you're going on this journey, and you know you're going to come across things and meet things and have obstacles and stuff on this path, but you're self-reliant, independent, self-built, self-made. So you're not afraid. You know what I mean? You're not afraid. It's not like you haven't had obstacles and blockages before. You've had plenty of them. You're just excited about starting a whole new chapter. Okay. They see that you're very loyal. They feel like you're very loyal. Even if they weren't, they feel like you are. They see that you're getting back into your childlike innocence. You're, going back to your childhood dreams and laughing, joking, letting your hair down, having fun, enjoying your life. They see you as very wise. You've been through a lot. You've gained a lot of knowledge, and they also see you as maybe a little bit, magical, because you're doing the fire for the infant. Um, they also could see you as this being your older self and this being your younger self, and you and your younger self getting in alignment. They also see that you want something stable. You want a stable home. You want a stable family. You're full of abundance. You're surrounded by abundance, home, family, love, honor, loyalty, kinship. They see and feel like that's what you want, and you're not going to settle for anything less than that. They see that you've had heartbreak, you've been backstabbed, you've been betrayed, you've been left for dead, you've been abandoned, you've been manipulated, gaslighted, ghosted, taken for granted. But they see that you're going to be pulling these swords out of your heart, and you're going to be healing your heart. You're going to be moving on. They also see with the fairy flies and stuff in here that you might have help from beyond the earth plane, you know, magical help, someone that's helping you manifest healing this heartbreak. And you are healing. They see that you are healing. You may not know it, but you are healing. They see with the shadow side card, I didn't say Siri. They see that, you've been in toxic energy, you've been dealing with maybe addictions, emotional codependency, um, maybe actual addictions, toxicity, lust, overeating, overindulging, letting your ego take control. You got the devil here. You've got these two young kids that are scared to death. They're hiding. Um, but they've gotten away though. Like they've gotten away. He can still tell they're there, but they're not chained. They're unchained. They're hiding from him. But they see, that you've been through the shadow side, you've been through the dark side, you've had to go through a transformation. I call this the dark night of the soul, and if that don't look like the dark night of the soul, I don't know what does. But I heard a reader say it, and it just fit. It just resonated with me. And I can't remember for the life of me what reader, but props to that reader. But anyway, yeah. Then that's what I felt like when I was going through it, like it was the dark night of my soul. But you're starting to get control over this. They see that you're starting to get control over this. Like I said, you got away from them. You're just planning, plotting, strategizing the rest of your way out. Yeah, I've already done all the signs. Pisces is last. I'm on Pisces now. You like every song that you can sing, Senokari? Welcome in. But you're getting past that. You're getting out of it. You're getting out of the trap. You're getting, and sometimes this is self-made prison. You know what I mean? It's self-made. You let your fear and your egos and your addictions and all of that take over, and it rules your life. But they see you're breaking free of this. Okay, guys. So that was Aries through Pisces. I hope that it helped you guys, and you get something out of it, or at least lightens your mind on how your person feels about you. So how is everyone? Sadie, I found out I'm going to be a grandma, and I found out yesterday that I have a little granddaughter coming. Yeah, I'm really excited. We did the gender reveal yesterday, and we found out it was a girl. Yes, I'm very blessed. Thank you, Humber Tuharo. Thank you. Yes, I'm very blessed. This will be my 8th grandchild. Yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you, Sadie. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm glad I got some good news for a change. It's been a crazy year. I needed some good news. Clear out energy, bring in new energy. It has been a lot. It has. I've been homeless twice this year, and I mean, it's just crazy. Kicked out by people I trusted and helped, and I mean, it's just, I wrecked my car. It's just been a very evolutionary year. Like, I've evolved a lot through this year. I've learned a lot, and found out a lot of people that I trusted I should have never trusted, but I forgive them because I'm not drinking their poison anymore. They can have their own poison back. I'm not drinking out of that cup no more. Thank you, Sadie. I feel like this year might have been a lot on a lot of people. You know what I mean? This was a year of definite change. Hopefully next year will be the year of growth. I mean, this is a 9-year, which is coming to completion. So hopefully next year will be some growth. That'll be a 10-year. That'll be a new beginning. 1 + 0. That's 1. That'll be a new beginning. So hopefully we all do get our new beginnings next year. Chubiko, thank you. Welcome in. I appreciate that. I don't think I've seen you before, have I? I'm starting to learn some of the people that come in here. Yes, I'm going to manifest that. I'm going to manifest that 2026 is going to be a brand new new beginning year for everybody. It's going to go good. I'm not going to say we're not going to have bumps and obstacles, but I'm going to manifest that it's going to be a better year for all of us. I'm going to manifest that shit because I am like over this year already. And it's almost over. And I'm so ready for it to be over. I'm ready for a new start in everything. Oh my goodness gracious. I slept and I'm still tired. Because I came in, I was exhausted. I stayed up all night that night and I went to sleep for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours, if that. I got up a little late, so I had to rush. I had to rush to the gender reveal. I was a couple minutes late, but my daughter was like, it's okay. I was late too, late to her own gender reveal. So she couldn't really say much to me. I wanted to get the baby a rattle or something on the way there, but I didn't have time. So, but I've got time. I mean, she's only about 4 months pregnant. So, right, no more allowing us to be falling short. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh my goodness, Sadie. Wow. But yeah, I wanted to get the baby a rattle, but I wasn't able to do it. But then again, you know, I didn't know the gender at the time either. My daughter and her boyfriend didn't even know the gender. Like they had um her boyfriend's sister there, his oldest sister, and my niece, her cousin, my niece there to for the doctors to tell them the gender. And so they were very shocked when they got the news about the gender of the baby too. So, and it was nice to see them both just light up because they wanted a little girl. Both of them wanted a little girl. So they're getting their little girl. You like country music, Sadie? So do I. That's my favorite. I like a lot of music, a lot of different music, but country is my favorite. I grew up on country. Yeah, Trumpet Co. That's just me. I've been an open book my whole life. The only thing is that people have used it all against me. They've used it. They've used my emotions against me to get what they wanted, to jerk me around so that I would stay dim and I wouldn't get out here and shine. But guess what? I'm out here now, and I'm done being pulled away from it. This is my destiny. This is my calling. And it's not just this that's my calling. There's a lot more coming, guys. Yeah. Because God told me what I'm really supposed to do out here besides tarot. Like we have more than one calling. We have more than one destiny. Like tarot is my destiny, guidance, you know, being a guide, being a teacher, being a channeler, being a tarot reader. That is part of my destiny. But my destiny also is to expose all the shit that's been happening since I was a kid. I'm supposed to expose it all because people have been dragging my name through the mud since I was a kid, and I haven't said nothing. I've been sitting back. I mean, I fight and stand up when I need to, but I haven't said shit. I've been keeping my mouth shut. I've seen a lot more than they think I have. Just because I haven't said anything doesn't mean I didn't see the shit they were doing. I didn't see them talking behind my back and backstabbing me and turning people against me. I've seen it all. My zodiac sign's Aquarius. What is yours, Trumpet Co? I'm a truth teller. I'm a rebel. I'm an outside of the box thinker. You ain't putting me in no box. They try. It doesn't work. I'm the voice for the people who don't have a voice. I'm also, you know, electronics and technology. Banging off your guitar, hell yeah. I love when people play a guitar. I absolutely love it. I used to love, standing around the campfire and singing songs while they played the real guitars and violins and banjos and shit. You're a Libra. That's about fairness and balance and justice. Yep. You're also the one that stays behind and cleans up the party after the party. I know the Libra energy very well. You don't like to rock the boat, but you also like to have fairness and justice. Yeah, I've been kind of exposing it all. Even my mom, my brothers, my family, all of it. All of it. I'm tired. Everything got swept under the rug. I got cast in rooms and hidden and had to stay in bed with my head covered and like their dirty little secret. And that shit's done. That shit's done. I'm blowing it all open. Dung Tron, hey, welcome in. Diamonds, welcome in. I'm doing $20 readings if you guys want a reading. I just got done with the zodiac signs, Aries through Pisces. So you can go back, rewind, and watch them if you want. But yeah, even the guys in jail that fucked me over and took my money and manipulated me and treated me like shit and dragged my name through the mud and formed a group against me. I don't give a shit. The only way they're gonna shut me up is to take me out because I'm done. And Mirrorball. Do I like Taylor Swift? Yeah, I like Taylor Swift. I like a lot of different music. Capricorn has it crazy. I'm Cap rising and Venus, so I get you. I get that energy. Yes, definitely. Maribel, hi. It's nice to have you here. Yep, I'm tired. I'm tired of being quiet, guys. I'm tired of my voice being kept shut. They don't want me out here speaking the truth, and I'm over it. Like I'm speaking the truth. I don't care. Like none of them cared about hurting me. None of them cared about dragging me through the mud, running my name through the mud. I'm getting out here. I'm clearing my name, and people are gonna find out who the real bad people were. Cause I'm done. I'm just done. I found my voice, and I'll be damned if they shut me up now. And they're not going to use my emotions against me anymore. They're not going to use my stories of what happened to me and that made me sad and hurt and in pain against me anymore. I'm done letting them do that. They're not triggering me with that shit no more. They used to trigger me with it. Like they would poke at me and poke at me and poke at me and poke at the wound. Well, guess what? I've healed those wounds now. So good luck, guys. I know you get on here. I know you see me. Good luck, because I'm done being taken to my knees. I'm standing now. I'm completely standing now. Your dog just jumped on your stomach. Maribel, that will probably come in time too. I've broken a lot of cycles. That's probably gonna come too. I'm getting myself back on my feet, getting myself stable again, and figuring out my future, and you know, just rebuilding my whole entire life. And I've that's been my crutch. It's been my crutch since I was about 10 years old. So that's something else I'm looking to break. And it's going to take a real strong man to stand beside me, guys. Like, I ain't even joking. It's going to take a real strong man because I'm very stubborn. I'm very determined. I'm very opinionated. If something is, if I feel something's up, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm not going to be unruly and a bitch, you know, but I'm going to expect you to open up and communicate to me. Thank you, Trumpet Co. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've done a lot of raising my energy, a lot of raising it. And I'm out here to set knowledge and tools down at people's feet. I'm out here to let people know they're not alone in this. I've been here too. You know what I mean? They're not alone. Y'all are not alone. I've been there. I know what it feels like, and I know how to make it up out of it. So, Sheriff, welcome in. So, I told you before, honey, you're going to be fine. Humberto Hero, you lost your big bro. Things just feel alone. Well, honey, you're not alone. We're here. You can subscribe to my channel if you'd like and become a part of the family. We're here. We're good people. You know, you'll have all the support you need on here. We can't do it for you, but we can set the tools and the knowledge, and we can be here to give you the comfort that you need. I know it's not the same as being there with you. I lost a brother too, and I know what that feels like. He had a heart attack and died in this very room. He was found in this very room dead. So I know what you feel like. So, Hera, the biggest thing they're telling me to tell you right now is you have to have faith in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to pass it. If you have trust and faith in yourself, you're going to pass it. But if you keep stressing about it, you're going to overpower your brain, and you're going to burn yourself out, and you are going to fail it because you're too nervous about it and you're stressed too much. Right, right. But you got to believe in yourself too while you're doing it. You can't keep harping on it, because if you keep harping on it, you're going to cause yourself to fail, because you keep asking, you're coming from a place of fear. And then God, divine source, has no choice but to give you more fear. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you're going to fail, he has no choice but to give you what you believe. So you've got to start trusting yourself, honey. If you've done the studying, there's no reason why you shouldn't pass. If you trust yourself and have faith in yourself, there's no reason why you shouldn't pass. You're welcome. Thank you, Sadie. I know what you meant. So, Harris Sheriff, no, I am not married. Nope. I have not been married in 20 years. That man stabbed me and tried to kill me while I was driving. He stabbed me in between my heart and lungs while I was driving. Not been married since. Divorced him 20 years ago. Actually, I let him divorce me while he was in prison. Because I was going to divorce him, and his sister was like, let him do it. He can get it done for free. Let him do it. So I let him do it. I didn't ask for nothing. Nothing. I didn't fight it. I didn't contest it. I didn't ask for nothing. I didn't ask for no money for myself, even though he was my husband. I didn't ask for no money for myself, and I could have, because he tried to kill me. I never went after him for child support. I never did any of that. I did it all myself. Took care of the twins myself, and I did things myself. I never went after my first husband either. I don't need their money. I got me. I've been taking care of me since I was a kid. And my first husband used me for a punching bag, so because of his insecurities. Yeah, Sadie, it was one of the twins that's having the baby. They're 22. I can probably see if I can show you guys. Where's my pictures? Go down. No, go down. No, go down. Can you see how excited they are? When they found out they were having that little girl, that pink came up. They see how they're looking at each other? They're like both surprised and happy at the same time. They wanted a little girl. They're getting their little girl. Here you go, guys. I recorded this. I'm gonna have to trim it because I took the camera down afterward, but we had a really good time. We had a really good time yesterday. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to see the family. I got to spend time with my sister. I got to spend time with a couple of my nieces. I got to spend time with their kids. I got to hold my one niece's little baby. He's 8 months old, and it was a really nice party. Yeah, you're right. Money can't buy things. Nope, it can't buy. It doesn't buy your happiness. I'm just not about money, Chumbico. I'm not about it. You know what I mean? I've never been about it. Like, for the right guy, I would follow him into the gutter if it was the right guy. And all I've ever wanted is love and nurturing and kindness. And they used that against me and decided to use love to take me down. You know what I mean? But money can't buy love. It can't buy love. I don't need all the fancy things. Yes, it would be nice to have some nice stuff, you know, but I don't need that. I need a strong man to stand by my side, to be equal to me, not better than me, not less than me. A strong man that can stand by my side and can build an empire with me. That's what I need. That's what I want. And I'm not going to settle. Right. And anytime I did work, when I did work, do you know what I spent my money on? My kids and my cleaners from my house. Like, I didn't spend money on myself to the point where my son was like, Mom, you need a new coat. You need to go buy you a new coat because carrying wood and stuff, you know, I had ruined the ends of the sleeves of my jacket. Like they were all torn up and brown from me carrying and stacking wood and stuff. And so I made him a promise that I would go buy myself a new coat, and I did. I ended up buying me a feather downy coat. But that was years ago when he was young, when he was little. He wanted me to do it, so I did it. Yep, family. They are narcissists, but I also see the deeper part of them. Like, I see the wounds. I see the wounds in them that they refuse to look at and heal. I've tried to drag them through it. That's not going to happen. You know, they don't want to change. And if they don't want to change, they're not going to change. But, you know, I've tried to help them. I've tried to lead them. I've tried to guide them. I've tried to point out their insecurities, not in a mean way, but I've tried to point out their insecurities and I've tried to point out their traumas and, you know, their abandonment issues and trust issues. And I was the bad guy. Like, I was the bad guy. I was the one helping them. I was the one giving them money. Like, I was building their dreams for them instead of building my own dreams. But I was still the bad guy. They still drug my name through the mud. They still sent lies around about me. They still treated me like shit. They had groups of people come against me. Like, all they wanted to do was take me down. And the more I spoke, the more they told me I was delusional, I was crazy, I was naive, I was weak. Well, they're seeing how weak I am now because I'm exposing it all. Like, I'm exposing it. I told them, I've warned them. Too many people have underestimated me. I have warned them, every one of them, and they still underestimated me. So they chose the wrong one to mess with. Your girlfriend blocked you, Naveen. I hate to hear that, Naveen. Sadie, I think he's saying you remind him of the name reminds him of the girl off of Stranger Things. Well, Naveen, I mean, I'm not trying to come across harsh or anything. This is coming from the heart. If she blocked you, then maybe she's not meant for you. You know what I mean? Don't hold yourself back. What? Her brother is 5. Where did you see that? I must have missed that. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, guys. They're not shutting me up anymore. I'm done. I'm clearing my name. I've been quiet and silent for too long. but I also didn't have the confidence to come out here and do this. They built me. So I am very grateful for them because what they took to take me down, I used to build me. Oh, okay. Well, my one daughter's boyfriend's dad and her boyfriend's like in his late 20s, early 30s. He's got two little brothers too, real little brothers. Oh, okay. Okay, Sadie. I do remember that now. I just didn't catch, I didn't remember the age. Yes, yes. And that's what they did. They kept me second guessing myself. They had me believing that maybe I was crazy. Maybe I was delusional. Maybe I wasn't doing the healing. But, you know, it's like an onion. It didn't happen overnight. You're not gonna heal it overnight. You know, those wounds happened from the time I was a child. And that energy kept calling the same type of people in because I didn't know that it was pointing at my triggers. You know, it was something I had to heal. Hell, I didn't even know that I had wounds until what, 2015? I mean, I was just like, I looked up at the sky and I'm like, okay, God, like, what is wrong with me? Something's got to be wrong with me because there can't be the same thing wrong with every damn guy I've ever dated. And he started to show me, and he showed me through tarot. I healed and grew through tarot. I'm self healed. I'm self made. I'm self taught. Naveen, I hate that you're going through that, honey. I actually had a good day yesterday, but I hate that you're going through that. Like, my heart goes out to you. It really does. Strong man, Humberto. Yeah, I realize that now. I realize that now. And I took my power back because nobody can take your power. You have to give it to them. And I cared so much about these people that I did. I handed my power over, but now I got it. And now they're going to be running scared. And I know they are. They've been coming at me for I don't know how long. And God told me a long time ago when I was being attacked on this channel when I first started back out that they were the ones doing it. Them and their friends and the little groups that they had, their little groupies or whatever you want to call them. Um, my ex that decided to take all my money and then date my brother's ex-wife. All of them have been trying to get me to shut up, and they've been trying to get me to get off my channel and stop talking. And I'm not. I'm done. I'm not. I refuse to be silenced anymore. I refuse to be manipulated and used, taken for granted, and then tossed in the trash like I mean nothing. I'm done dealing with it. Oh, Sadie, you looked up his channel? Yeah, Naveen, and that's a hard pill to swallow. I had to swallow that pill like freaking 4 times in this past year that I got out and I tried dating somebody and they just really took me down, really took advantage of me, used me, kept me in a very traumatized state when I met the first one. I've known him since I was a kid, so it really threw me into shock with him. Like I completely became somebody I didn't know. Like I was doing things I didn't even I never like would have done before. Like lotion on feet. I don't do feet, but I was massaging. I was doing all kinds of shit, guys. Like he had other women he was talking to, and I just kept wishing that he would see me, and like he would ask me how to spell things for them, and I would tell him like I literally did not know who I was when I looked in the mirror. And when I met that other guy, I had just come out of that traumatic relationship. Like I was already traumatized. And then he threw more trauma on me and then threw others at me, gave my number out to a bunch of guys and stuff in jail. And I took the challenge. I took the challenge. He challenged me. I took it. I got hurt, yes, but I grew and evolved too. And then my brother with my dad's place, the way that he treated me after I cleaned that place that would have been condemned without me, and then tossed me aside in the trash like I meant nothing. And still has yet, dad died in 2022, has yet to go put the property in our names, because I know what he wants. He wants me pushed out, but that's okay because I ain't signing shit. That place can crumble down around them. I don't care. I tried to help him succeed, and all he did was treat me like shit and push me away. So, as far as I'm concerned, it can crumble to the ground because if I really wanted to, I could actually go do something about it. I could because he hasn't handled none of it in the way that he needs to. But I'm not, and I'm not signing anything. I'm not releasing it, and I'm not signing anything. It can crumble down to the ground. I don't care. I'm tired of people taking advantage of me. He did need me. He really did. But he's one of those that you can't tell him anything. You can't tell him nothing. I was trying to help us succeed. Like everybody kept saying we were going to fail, and I was trying to help us succeed. They were trying to get him to sell it and get rid of it and everything, and I was trying to help him to succeed, but he turned on me, and I was the one doing all the damn work. Like he came home twice a year. I'm the one that cleaned up the yard. I'm the one that cleaned up the house. You couldn't even walk in that place. If you guys go over to Tigress Projects 1111, you will see the video of the house that I cleaned. It took me over 2 years to get that place done. And I did almost all of the outside. He took over when he came back. When I decided I was leaving, I was done. When I had my heart attack, I quit doing things outside. Like I quit. And he came home one day and he was mowing the grass and he was like, well, wouldn't need mowed if it was taken care of. Excuse me? Like what the fuck are you for? Why are you even here? If I gotta do it all, then why are you here? I had to pay a woman to come to the house and cut my upper field. And the reason I paid the woman is because she has a grandchild who is going through some problems and she didn't know if they were going to be able to get into the Ronald McDonald house. So she wasn't sure if they'd have to pay for an apartment. So I hired her and paid her to cut my yard. So she had the money to go up there and do that. And other than that, I hired myself a maintenance man because I got no help from him. Even when the water went out for 2 weeks, I called him about it and he's like, well, what do you expect me to do? Well, you're the one that lived here. You're the one that should know the people to get a hold of. Get a hold of somebody. We didn't. So I started doing the stuff myself. I literally walked into a bar down there and I'm like, does anybody know anything about points? And I got the help I needed. Had to give him a little bit of weed, but I got the help I needed. I got my well fixed. I took over. I mean, I didn't know how to do half of that shit when I went down there, but I taught myself. But no, they let me do all the work and then threw me out. You know? And he didn't throw me out. But come on, I had to fight him. I had to fight his boss. I had to fight his mom. I had to fight everybody except my brother Steven, which he just stayed out of everything. But the only thing he said is he didn't want the property sold without him. And then turn around and I had to deal with him constantly telling me to get out of my own house. That was my house. And the sixth time I told him last summer, not this past summer, but the summer before, I told him, I said, after the sixth time, and then he come in and saying he was sorry and all of that. I told him, I said, well, I'm going to tell you this right now. The next time you tell me, I'm leaving. I have done talk to God, divine source, and I have done ask God, divine source, that if you do this one more time to get me out of here, find a place for me and my dog and my cat to go. And the seventh time he did it, I packed my stuff and I left. And he even said he didn't think I was going to leave. What, you think I'm going to let you sit and bully me and disrespect me and treat me like shit? No, no. I stayed as long as I did because I love you and I wanted you to succeed. And I was praying that you would wake the hell up, but you did not. Oh, yeah, he bullies everybody. He bullies his mom, too. And I've gotten on him out how many times. And I've told him, I'm like, you don't understand. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop treating her like that. She is not going to be around forever. I lost my mother. I know what that feels like. Even though my mother was a narcissist, and that was a hard pill to swallow because I idolized her. You don't talk to your mom like that. You don't do that. You're going to regret it when she's gone. And she's sick. She's not in real good health. I was always taking up for her. He's a bully. I love him. And if you're watching, brother, I do love you, but I'm not putting up with your shit. Because he's on my channel too. Cody Wallace, good morning. Welcome in. He will regret it because he lost me and we didn't grow up together. You know what I mean? Like, that was a chance for him to really have his sibling there. But instead, he wanted to be jealous of me, you know, because dad is my dad too. You know, I didn't get to grow up with dad. They did. The boys did. Yeah, I missed out on all of that. And he's jealous of me because me and dad started getting close at the end. I addressed the pink elephant in the room and me and dad started getting close. And I don't know why he's so damn jealous of me. I'm not trying to take anybody from him. You know, I'm family. You don't treat family like that. But this side of my family did the same damn thing. They treated me the same way. They bullied me too. I was hoping and praying that when I went up there, I'd actually have one side of the family that actually accepted me and took me in. But you know what? They don't. I'm unique. I'm happy with being unique. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they say. This is my journey, not theirs. They don't pay my bills. I pay my own. I'm a strong woman, and a lot of men can't handle that. They can't handle that I'm a strong, independent woman with a mind of my own. That threatens them. And I don't back down. I'm not going to back down. I don't have a problem with compromising. Like, I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I'm just trying to be better than me. I succeed every day to be better than the person I was yesterday. Have I always been perfect? Hell no. I'm human. I've made mistakes. You know, I've sinned. I'm a sinner. You know, I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a sinner. But I ain't done half the shit that they've been putting out here that I've been doing. Not half of it. And I'm not the person they've been putting out here that I am. And they, even my family, still treat me like the person I was in the past. They don't see the person that I've become. And I don't care anymore. I love everybody. I love all of my family. I love everybody, but I'm done drinking their poison. Dennis Holtzman, welcome in. Shout out to France. Guys, I have been a fighter since before I got out of my mother's womb, because my mother was on birth control pills when she got pregnant with me, and I'm still here. Yep, I'm still here. I'm glad, Naveen, because I want to see you all turn your lives around. I want to, you know, I want you to want to pick up the tools and knowledge that I set at your feet and use it to look inside and work on the wounds that you have inside, so you can change your whole life around and stop calling this bullshit in toward you, because it's the energy. It's the energy inside you that you call to you, so you can work through those traumas. These people trigger and traumatize you, so you can look at what it is they're triggering and you can work through it. This is what I did. Everything that I set out here, I've used myself to turn my life around. Take my power back. Do you think ones that have hate leaving them can place bad vibes toward us? No. Not if they're not good to you, not if they don't respect you and they don't give equal give and take, and you know what I mean? No. God Divine Source does not want you to stay with someone like that. They are your lesson. They are there to teach you what wounds you need to work on. Whatever they trigger in you is what you need to look at in yourself and figure out where in your childhood, because I'm telling you, it comes from childhood, whether it's family, it's friends, or school, or whatever. These wounds start when we're kids, and we play them out in each of our relationships. Traumatized, getting triggered, and overgiving, being an overgiver, money, time, energy, you know, feeling like we need someone else to make us feel pretty or important or validated. We don't need anybody to validate us, guys. We can validate ourselves. We don't need anyone to tell us we're beautiful. We are all beautiful. We are all beautiful. And beauty only goes skin deep anyway. You know, some people that I know out there who think they're ugly have the most beautiful souls I've ever seen. Why I love everybody, even my haters. I love my haters. I love my enemies. That's just me. I'm supposed to be weak because I love my haters. What's so wrong with loving haters? God taught you to love, not to judge, not to put people down. He taught you to love. But he also doesn't want you to put up with all the bullshit either. I don't think that you have bad vibes coming toward you, nor bad karma. When you work on yourself and you choose yourself, you actually get good karma. It comes back to you. Sherbert Games, hello, welcome in. Yes, they will, Sherbert. They definitely will. They have me. They've taken me down more times than I care to count. But I learned who I was through all of that. I learned who I really am, not who they project on me to be, who I really am. Joseph Mingle, welcome in. Matthew Holmes, welcome in. Yep, very happy and gay. Bonjour. I like that. Bonjour. Kira, welcome in. Well, some people say it to be rude and some people say it meaning happy. I don't know how he meant it, but I'm taking it as happy. But like I said, I love my haters too, so. And I don't think they know how to handle that. It's okay, Matthew. Well, Kira, if you're a kid, you don't belong on here, honey. My channel is set to 18 and above. It's not made for kids. You need to get off of here. You don't belong on a channel with a bunch of adults. We do adult things for a reason. And I'm not being mean, honey. You just don't belong on here. No, I'm not. I'm not an enemy to anybody. I have enemies, but I'm not an enemy to anybody. I have a good heart. I have a pure heart. It's Urex